All right, it is December 13th, and I think I'm out of boosters that I can get in Pokemon trading card game. Yep, even hooked me. I know, craziness. That's I don't even know if that musical background trigger a copyright claim, but you know, it's enjoying the just talking game. But yeah, and as you can tell, no green screen. I am not feeling the hottest. As everyone that's been tuning in, or if you're new, I'm past 29 months of long COVID symptoms and chronic fatigue and brain fog, and I've had 2 naps, and the second nap was about a 3-hour nap. Who knew? I didn't know to sleep for that long. But yeah, so I'm still pushing through because I want to tell you about shows that are coming up. I also want to show off this fucking great Pink Shift shirt because Pink Shift is amazing. Go check out their music. Their album was my favorite or second favorite. I think Sincere Engineer and that were like tied, but it came out in 2023. Fucking great stuff. But yeah, also programming note, because this is exhausting with chronic fatigue. I'm thinking I might take off next week and Friday. There won't be a video. Just to, relax for a little bit and see if maybe it helps me get better a little faster. Ugh. But yeah, so just a heads up on that. But, because it is the holidays, and it'll hopefully be a slow week that I'm skipping over anyways. But the other thing is, you're like, I need stuff to watch. I got family, I got friends over. Fuck, I need entertainment. And it's actually comfortable outside because it's Phoenix. But, if you're going to stay indoors and you want to entertain them, you're going to want to put on movies, right? And I was like, all right, so let's go into music documentaries that you can throw on and show them why your music, your favorite genres, your favorite bands are fucking amazing, right? You want to fucking see that. And I won't shamelessly plug that documentary about me that my friend Meredith made. Nope, there won't even be a link about it on how you can get to it, or, it's just I said there was no link. There's no link, see? But yeah, so and it's going to be physical things I own. I have the pile here. That way it's a little easier to, put together things without having to, queue up images. But, I want to throw it out there because the brain fog makes it tough to remember some of them. But one of my favorite digital ones is the bomb the music industry, the Jeff Rosenstock story, the DIY ethos. It fucking talks about how he was one of the first to pioneer the DIY pay what you want model for his albums. Like, I can't recommend it enough. I don't know if there was a physical one. It was only Kickstarter maybe, but it's only digital, and definitely can't recommend that. Also, there's plenty of stuff on the internet digitally that you can find, like the Kathleen Hanna Bikini Kill documentary, which I still recommend her book more than that's where it gets fun, because there's some great reading books out there. Keith Morris's book, another big recommendation. But we're gonna stick to movies. So let's start at the top. We're gonna stop at the top here with Weird the Al. So wait. That is not a documentary. That's a parody of a documentary, which is still brilliant because Weird Al does parodies. So he did a parody of a documentary about it. It's great. You should watch it, but it's not accurate. I'm just going to put it out there. It's a parody. All right. We're going to start with a real documentary. We're going to start with this one, A Fat Wreck. Really good. First off, the puppets were fucking great, but also the depth that it goes into about how Fat Wreck came into being with Aaron and Mike, and even working out of their apartment. And I think it was it Strung Out or Against Me? Fucking, they got to carpet their apartment as part of the signing agreement. Also, infamously, Sam of Get Dead and co-defendants got Get Dead signed even after kind of drugging Fat Mike. And then, also might mention I'm in the extras on here, so that might also be shamelessly self-plugging. Oh, and I'm actually in the supporters. I what was it, Kickstarter? Whatever it was. But yeah, fucking Fat Wreck, definitely. And then we move up. This is going to be from lowest to my favorite. We're going to go next with a really good brand new. This is what made me think to put this to talk about it. I got it on DVD, Blu-ray. I had it digitally from their Kickstarter, and during Black Friday they put up the Blu-ray copies that I didn't contribute high enough for, but I could still purchase. So, yeah, then this is New Tone, the Bad Records, just group of new ska, the new ska wave kind of, which is more queer and trans and awesome. But it's the new U.S. wave, I should say, because Mexico has some amazing ska, including one I Need to See Inspector. And even Japan's got some stuff that's still been going. Hey Smith is amazing. And one day maybe Kamuri, I don't know if they're even still performing, but fucking that'd be great. But yeah, this is the new wave of fucking ska, and it covers their tour they did in 2023. There's footage of you if you were, maybe in line outside the show at the Nile. There isn't any I didn't notice any from inside that show, but they have stuff, clips and stuff. It goes band by band, fucking amazing stuff. Bands that you've seen me, Jer fucking rules for one, of course, Scotchy Network, but Jer, they have their main non-cover project, which is just fucking fantastic. Catbite, who fucking you saw on my Apple Replay. There's so much good stuff in here. Joystick, Kill Lincoln, Omnigon, who I fucking still so fucking idea, so for the first time. But yeah, go check this out. It's digital and physical, I think. And yeah, the Blu-ray is kind of bare bones, just the documentary, but still awesome to have physically. And then we're gonna get right to it. This one is one of my favorite band-specific ones. Filmage, about, as you can tell, it's about the Descendants and both as their histories are intermingled. And fucking, this is how I found out when I first saw this, was about Bill Stevenson's brain surgery, and just, it is a fucking great documentary, especially if you're a fan of them, all or Descendants. I mean, they're like top 10, 5, probably 5, maybe top 10 of my favorite artists, and so I can't recommend this enough. It's really well put together. And then, of course, the one all about Jack Klopfenstein. Wait. He appears in this a lot, and he's fucking great. But yeah, pick it up. Ska in the 90s is a great documentary about ska scene, the 90s wave. It touches a little bit on the original history of the dance hall, and I'm keeping myself from rolling right into Dance Hall Crashers. I'm like, but Dance Hall Crashers is named off of how ska originated in Jamaica in the 60s. Inspired reggae. It came before reggae, just so you know. Anyone out there, ska is the one that reggae came out of. But also, yeah, it talks a little about Rocksteady and Two-Tone, and then it focuses a lot on, the 90s ska scene, how it got super, I still understand how my friend Shannon will actually, there's a note in here, the Kickstarter backward. I guess I must Kickstarter back? But yeah, of course I'm just forgetting. But yeah, how it got super saturated. There's some great comments in there talking about how that did in the late 90s. And now we're back to, New Tone and all that. But yeah, that's a really good documentary. There's also, like I said, there's digital stuff. There is one, like this even mentioned Tim Armstrong, but there was another one that I found on YouTube of all places that's 60 minutes, maybe it's 40 minutes, but a really good ska documentary going back and covering Two-Tone and stuff in more depth. Go seek that out. That's really good. I don't remember the name offhand. That's why we're doing physical, because I can actually keep tabs of this. But at number 2, drum roll. Oh, wait, it's just me. We've got Nerdcore Rising. This is fucking great. And yes, that's pretty much MC Frontalot. It follows as Frontalot, and all of them actually start to get into, kind of create the genre, and the genre of nerdcore hip-hop exploding onto the US scene. It's really good, and I talk about it because also nerdcore is how, I know, after Nerf Herder defined it as a genre of punk, it became a hip-hop genre. But it is how it was my branch into, my gateway into hip-hop, into enjoying hip-hop, because it gave me lyrics I related to more. And then from it, though, like through Megaran and others, I was able to find, things you wouldn't typically classify as hip-hop that fucking are awesome and I can relate to, like Open Mike Eagle, like even locally Rocky Tirade, T-Call. Like, there is some awesome hip-hop here in Phoenix, and it took finding first nerdcore to be like, oh shit, I can actually get into this. It just takes lyrics that I relate to more, and then going from there, and then going, once again, like the history of how I got into other genres. It's just like, oh, you get the surface level stuff, and then you're like, okay, what else is in this? Like, I think I always say Less Than Jake, and I think Aquabats were like my gateway ska, and then from there I went further, deeper in. Found Slackers, and Desmond Decker, and all that fucking awesome stuff, and Specials, of course, but that's not who I'm trying to think of. The Selector, Madness, like, same way, same approach. And this got me into it, and even mention how, as Schaefer the Dark Lord said, and I think it was MC Lars podcast, how don't emulate the nerdcore artists, go back and listen to the original hip-hop pioneers, like what Grandmaster Flash, Run DMC, and all that kind of stuff back in the 80s, early 90s, and get inspired by them and use that as your model to even make nerdcore or just regular hip-hop. So yeah, fucking can't recommend enough Nerdcore Rising. Clearly, I'm talking about it so much. And then finally, all right, number one, and you probably already know because I've recommended it in the past. But this is my favorite fucking documentary about music. It is turning around the story of East Bay punk. It starts in the late 70s, even Jello talking about the Bay Area stuff, and then goes into about around when Green Day broke. And like some awesome footage in there. I even bought the soundtrack because there is some music in there that I can't find. I think like Neurosis. There's some awesome stuff on the soundtrack, and so I bought the 2 vinyl. I think 2 LP. Oh, and then I saw it twice in theaters. Whoop. Is that gonna work? That's not gonna work, is it? Here we go. Rest in peace, Film Bar and Arizona Mills. And there's even a video review you can probably find over on my YouTube channel, so if you search it and dig. But yeah, this is my favorite music documentary. It's 2.5 hours, so it'll keep you and family members entertained for a little longer. So yeah, there you go. There's some stuff to tell you about, like, you might want to throw on for the holidays for yourself or your guests. Maybe you haven't watched them and you're like looking for something to watch. And there you go. Of course, there's other stuff like what Godfathers of Hardcore, did I mention? There's a bunch of other ones. I think there's a Germs documentary, and then so there's some video watching for you for the holidays. That's not Christmassy. It's no Die Hard. There's an overused joke, but I still want to tell you about shows for the next week, and then you're on your own for probably 7 days. But I got 7 days of show to tell you about, so let's go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I recommend shows of artists that I think fucking rule. At least one on every one of these that I think rules. And then I always, in my experience, everyone is complimentary and you probably enjoy everyone around them at that show. So if it's just one, if it's not, it's more than one, even better. I'm hoping I can make it through this. I feel like shit. As like I said, no green screen. We're gonna do this. I hope. Stretch, let's get the blood flowing. And then of course, the other thing I like to mention and stress, as someone dealing with long COVID and chronic fatigue for 29 months, which is some bullshit, of course, mask up if you're watching shows indoors as a courtesy to everyone around you, make the spaces more welcoming for immunocompromised friends, and helps the touring artists so they're less likely to catch stuff as we see increase in flu. It's flu season, increase in COVID infections, all that stuff. So throw that out there. Try to lower your risk of what I've been dealing with, and this sucks. Oh, like closing my eyes makes. Oh my god, I'm getting on. Okay. We should stop now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, hopefully we'll make it through this video. This sucks, but I'm making it for you guys. But of course, other housekeeping. First off, the music you're hearing underneath this week's episode is off that brand new Reztones album. The song is Dust Devil. Go check it out in their Bandcamp. That's where I picked it up. Fucking great stuff. And then second of all, of course, be sure to like this where you're watching it, whether it's Instagram, it's YouTube, it's Facebook, it's Blue Sky, it is Threads, it is... I guess that's all it is, huh? But yeah, be sure to like it wherever you're watching it. If you're watching it on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because like it's first off, it helps you out, get notification when this content goes live or anything I post to the channel, but also it helps me out as those numbers go higher. They give you access to stuff like advertisement revenue. One day, maybe fabled advertisement revenue. But yeah. And of course, it also helps me out with equipment like lighting, like the green screen when I'm feeling more energy and better to set it all up like I don't feel right now. Yeah, and also like hosting my website, which costs went up this year, so that helps me out. But speaking of it, everyshowjoe.com, you can go over there completely free, check out past write-ups, photography I've done, bands that I think fucking rule that I'm telling about and hoping you'll go check out, including Jer, Devin and Kane Solutions, who are in that documentary. Right? Yep. Where are you? Oh, no Devin Kane Solutions, according to the title. But Jared's on here again. But yeah, also check out Devin Kane Solutions. But yeah, go check that out, everyshowjoe.com. You can also see my 2-year reflection on all the specialists and all the things I've done with my long COVID experience. That is definitely, we're going to get through this. We're getting through this. But yeah, that's sitting there at the top. And not gonna yawn. We're not yawning. We're gonna keep from yawning. But yeah, so there's that. And of course, as I like to say every week, and let's being proactive and doing something to get involved. And of course, fuck racism, fuck sexism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck all that bullshit. That most of that incoming, fucking administration represents. There you go. Yeah. Just like, fuck all that bullshit. It's dehumanizing. It's trying to take away basic human rights. It's angering. And not to mention, as I watch all of his health officials talk about potential proposals, cross my fingers that they don't, but like, not just because of my long COVID and how RFK wants to decrease funding for research into all that. But second of all, seeing that there are people with deniers of polio and all that stuff, when even my grandfather, he had polio. He never walked in my lifetime. He had very good, strong forearms. He was able to get himself around using those. But he had no use of his legs. I guess you'd call her step-grandmother, would be the one when my sister and I would stay with him, and we'd go on hikes. He'd have to sit it out, and like she took us up Camelback Mountain and all that kind of stuff. And so I've seen the effects of polio and fucking insanity that they want to fucking pull back on vaccinations for all that is insane. So anyways, tangent. But yeah, fuck all that bullshit. But let's focus on make things better, be proactive, get involved. If you have the time, of course, or the energy, as I'm still fighting with. But you can find all these links on everyshowjoe.com. In that Get Involved section in the menu bar, we've got, of course, the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. You can go there and support and help where you can in that genocide there. That is just horrible. And it's fucking lighting it worse. Yeah, so at least we can go donate and try to help there. And then, of course, the abortion fund of Arizona, which, yes, we did pass the amendment. We codified the amendment, Arizona, but there's still a concern of what this administration may do on a national scale. Federal level usurps it. So we'll see. So, but a great resource there. Looking for information, for help with their choice with the reproductive system as it should be. So there you go. Of course, also links to the Phoenix Metro, Black Lives Matter, Who Dare in Action, another great organization here in Phoenix. Let's see what else. ACLU, which fucking donate money and help there. Stop AAPIHate.org. Like a bunch of awesome stuff. They have activities you can get involved with if you have time. They've hosted. There was even a fundraiser for Black Lives Matter Metro, Phoenix Metro, Phoenix Afrobeat Orchestra a couple weeks ago. Like, there's awesome stuff. Get involved if you can. I'll take donations too. And then, of course, mention Feed Phoenix. They're helping with the homeless here and against self-harm here in Phoenix. And then also Punk Rock Saves Lives, that works on a national scale with our music scene. And you've probably seen them at shows and just fucking great stuff. And trying to not fall asleep and trying to... Ooh. All right. So, yeah. And then, of course, this is all about music and supporting your favorite artists and your favorite bands. And, buy the merch. Like, here, the Think Shift shirt, which is so happy to wear this around and fucking great. But yeah, go buy their shirts, go to their merch sites, go to their merch booths if you're able to get out to a show. So that's the best way, the most direct way, the simplest way that they make the most money from and support is go buy their merch. Of course, get a skate deck, get a shirt, get a hoodie if you have leather that actually accommodates that. Just vinyls, CDs, documentaries like Bad Times has, Bad Time Records. So yeah, go support them directly. That's the best way you can go support. And then, of course, going out to a show, the thing that I fucking miss, I'm going to yawn again. And I don't want to yawn. I can't get through this, I swear. Okay. But yeah, going out and watching a show. Oh my god. My eyes water when this happens. So we're gonna... Let's see. I think we're better... Okay, yes. Fuck. But let's start tonight. At least it is the 13th as of when this is recording. When it's going up, it will not be. But we got DI with TV Tragedy, Idle Vice, and it ended up being Brain Cake jumping on there. They got Tap at 7:30 p.m. We got Lightning Luke of Bridge City Sinners with Jacob Tonka Merrill and Katie May I saw in there, which is fucking awesome. Nile Underground. Honey Danger's birthday show. Happy birthday, honey. With Morpheus Low, with Cheap Hotels, with Pleasure Cult over the Linger Longer Lounge. Manic Monkeys and Friends with, of course, Manic Monkeys. Carol Pacey and Honey Shakers, Fat Grey Cat, and Jim and Jen Trio. Fog House 7 p.m. Something Outrageous with Rad Pinkard, Marcos Manzanilla, Fractured Obscurity at Tap Room 120. And there's a type. We got Arizona band that I saw at M3F that was fucking amazing. With Maris at the Van Buren 8 p.m. We got Rock the Halls featuring the runner-up back. JT Sheets, Big Destroyer, I Love You Bye over at Poor Decisions 7 p.m. The Boogeyman album release with Body Rez. Jerk Officers, Algorithm, Lost Dutchman, and Devilman Rising at the Blues Bar. That one's 7 p.m. Mills End at Tombstone Brewing, 6 to 9 p.m. Got Foovana, if you're looking for your Foo Nirvana cover, with Kevin Shealy at 1227 Tap Room, 7 p.m. Oh my god, I'm trying to... No. Fuck. Yeah, don't get chronic fatigue. Don't get long fatigue. Down in Tucson, there's also, of course, New Dysphoria, their holiday party with Buckets and All Yours at Club Congress down there at 7:30 p.m. And at the Hotel Congress Plaza, we got Horns for the Holidays, Funky Bones, and Swigfoot at their 7:30 p.m. Plus Roger Klein and Peacemakers at Rialto Theater in Tucson. Then Saturday, definitely lighter, but we got some stuff for you. We got Punk Rock Christmas featuring AG Sessions, Vice of the Grave, and TA80 at Falcow. Yeah, I'm going to... All right, let's try this again. But moving on. And then, of course, we got Fire and Fury Brewing Company's 3rd anniversary and it says grand opening. So is it reopening? Weren't they already open? I don't. Maybe. Anyways, it's featuring some awesomeness. It's featuring BJ and the Nimrods, Bounce House, Swigfoot making the drive up here, I Am Hologram, and Lita K over there at Fire and Fury Brewing Company. 3 p.m. start. That's an early one, so you can make this and then head over to those others. We got a very googly Christmas special, which is blocked by that light. Sorry, but there's an El Googly Diablo bobblehead back there. If I didn't have that light there. But they're doing a Christmas show with El Googly Diablo. Kiss the Red Army. Alarm. Sorry. Helling Mill and Angela Foley and Chopper Johns, 9 p.m. Got Rotter, Jar, Dustin Hadlock, and Readout at Easy Tiger Bar, 7 p.m. Then Sunday, we got a pair of shows. We got Common Wound, Lilac Angel, Beset, and Bright Sunshine at the Linger Longer Lounge, 8 p.m. We got AZ Math Rock Mini Fest with Serlitzia, Betting on the End, Post NC, Yanth, Denko, and Statue and Marvel at the Rebel Lounge, 6 p.m. And then Monday, we got Felicity with KRXS and Something Outrageous at the Rhythm Room, 7 p.m., which, fucking, there you go. The 2 opening alone are worth it. We got, I don't know the other one, but probably worth it too. Then Tuesday, we've got the TNPAV Annual Holiday Showcase featuring Gold Wax Revival, Dr. Delicious, 82, Cutthroat Freak, and Juan Montoya, and DJ Supervisa at Yucca Tap, 5 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, also light. And then Friday, we've got the Woodworks with Redlick and the Holy Heathens, Ghost in the Willow, and Doug Preston and the Faultless 3 at the Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. Got the Christmas Spectacular, brought to you by 20-Foot Neon Jesus and featuring 20-Foot Neon Jesus, plus Mike and the Molotovs, I guess solo acoustic or live and unplugged, I think is what Mike was posting, and the Holiday Tree Burners over at Fall Cow at 6 p.m. We also got the Holiday Toy Drive with Dog Yard, Killer Frank, Angela Falling, Dizzy Mavis, and Desert Underground at, it just said message a band for the address, so I think it's at Ground Zero Studios, but just message a band just to make sure. 7 p.m. though. And then Scattered Melody is with the Hourglass Cats and Love You by at the Rhythm Room, 8 p.m. So yeah, there's some awesome stuff that you can get out to if you're not yawning up a storm. I shouldn't even mention it. We're powering through. But yeah, there's some awesome stuff going on this weekend. So definitely ways to have fun out there, and definitely post it, share it. I'm living vicariously through you guys right now. I am not going to yawn. We're going to finish this before I yawn. But yeah, there's some awesome stuff. And fucking also just post to let the bands know and spread the word, and they'll fucking love you for it and appreciate it. And I want to go to sleep, apparently. So we're going to finish this up. But be safe out there. Of course, get a designated driver or a ride share if you're drinking. Have fun out there. Enjoy yourself for me. Like I said, I'm thinking I'm going to probably take next week off, so there won't be a video. But if one pops up, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But if anything, I'm going to take it easy and just try to rest and see if maybe some extra time off might help and make things just easier. And then hopefully be back to get you your New Year's stuff. So I think that's the plan. And also, nope, we're not getting on our... We're going to hold it back. But yeah, so until 2 weeks probably, take care, everyone.